This is where it gets tricky for me. This is where it doesn't sit well with me. The aftermath does not sit well with me, because in the aftermath, Aljo takes the title, he throws it to the ground. He's emotional. He does the interview, which I was surprised about because I thought concussed fighter, you don't want to do an interview. He says, I want to do the interview. Wait a second. He says, I want to. Okay, fine. Give the man his chance to explain himself. I want to do the interview. That's all. I'm fine up until that point. But almost 30 minutes later or so, I might be off by 10 or so minutes, he's on Twitter. And then I see the pictures posing, and that makes me feel a little weird. And where I lose it is when I see the Henry Cejudo stuff, because now it's clearly you guys doing like, hey, let's do something for social media. Let's pose. Let's get the people talking. My man, if I was advising Aljamain Sterling, I tell him this: you take the title. Be grateful it turned out that way. You did nothing wrong. You should be not ashamed of the fact that you were put in that spot and that you could not continue. It was an illegal shot. But you go away. You can celebrate with your family. You could celebrate with your friends. I see him defending that. We do not post anything. We are not having a victory lap tour. And we are certainly not angling for a fight with the former champion on social media and doing all this nonsense. Because let me tell you something right now. Petr Yan versus Aljamain Sterling 2 is a much bigger fight than Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo with all the controversy. So what it leads me to feel, I don't want to believe this, but it leads me to feel, sorry I'm getting worked up because this one didn't really sit well with me. What it leads me to feel is Aljo wants nothing to do with Yan, and he's trying to go for the quote-unquote money fight with Cejudo. Let me explain to you something, Aljamain Sterling. That's the money fight. The Yan fight is the money fight. The rematch is the money fight. You write that wrong. That's the money fight. I don't like what happened in the 24 hours after that. I really don't like it. I don't feel like he handled it well, and I actually feel like it made Yan into a sympathetic character in all this.
You do feel sorry for Petr. Look, man, I've got group messages with my friends, and I cannot say I did not screen grab pictures of Aljamain with the belt on one shoulder holding up shots. Like, come on, Aljo. Like, just when Jones knocked me out, they called me on UFC Tonight and gave me the belt back. Remember when they gave me the belt back?
Mm-hmm.
I never went anywhere with that title. When I went to fight Volkan, what did I say? I felt like I was fighting for a vacant championship. And tonight I won, and I feel like I'm the champion again. That was it.
I remember you held it down. Remember, you didn't want to hold it?
The whole time. I held the belt at my side. When they made me do press photos, I tried to hold it low because I had lost the last fight for the championship. Now, the guy did eliminate himself, so I was put in a position to fight for a vacant belt again. So I always held it low. And I feel like Aljo should have maybe done the same thing, especially when the immediate reaction was to throw it on the ground.
Right.
So like he was not faking. He was hurt.
I'm not saying he's faking. Like I said, everything up until
people are saying he was faking. He was not faking.
Come on, look at that knee.
He was not. He was hurt. The guy was really hurt. I would have skipped the interview, but he did want to talk and he wanted to explain. And but listen, man, you know his family's proud of him, so maybe that's what they're doing. I don't agree, Ariel. I really do agree more with you in this instance about just do it a little bit different. You know, put that belt away for a little bit. It's yours. You know that now you get championship money. You know that now you get pay-per-view points. You know that now you are on the opposite side of the spectrum. But it cannot be boasted, especially in that way. You know, because it's just not a good look. It's not a good look.
How the fight go like that? That's not the way I want to win. That's not the way I envisioned this.
Later that same evening.
Man, this is some bullshit!